All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's day is going well. Let me go ahead and do a sound check, get signed into chat, and kind of go over what we're going to do today. It is, first of all, welcome. My name is Darkbolt Algo, and I will be your host for the next hour or so. Welcome to the morning live stream. It's Friday, September 10th, 2021, and today should be a good day. So SPX rollover occurred yesterday. Typically, there'll be a lot of selling off into that, and then a lot of buying into today, right? So we're going to keep an eye on that. Let's see what do we got going on here. Where's my chat? Where is my chat? Oh, there it is. Derp. Right there. I'm gonna bring this over here. Don't need it that big. Lord. All right. Well, let's see. Let's just get going today. I'm going to do a sound check, audio check, and one of these days I'm going to have my Streamlabs set up to where it just does all this automatically, right? Audio check. Welcome, chat. All right. So, what are we looking at today? I went through and we've got a couple stocks, not super divergence based, but technically set up. Some of these have good technical setups, and I just want to show the difference between a good technical setup stock and a good algorithm divergent stock. So with that being said, if you've got any requests, make sure you get those over to me as soon as possible so that we can get those into the stream. I am a smart money, dark pool, and block trade algorithm analyst. What I do is I look at these charts all day right here and I see what the algo is doing compared to price action. The algorithm measures smart money, dark pool, block trade, large institutional purchases, buys and sells. It is a real-time predictive indicator, not lagging. It is a leading indicator. And by that, I mean it tracks what's happening in real time. So, for example, looking at Johnson & Johnson, where price action is selling off, well, the algo is buying into it. We're looking for a point in time where this divergence is going to reverse and begin to play out, meaning price action is going to find a bottom and has to be pulled back up to complete the divergence, similar to a gap with the algorithm. I'll try to find some good examples of that playing out as we go through this stream this morning. If I don't find any, I apologize. Okay. A couple of things on my chart setup. If you see any blue lines, those are dark pool block trades. Red lines are regular block trades. White that you see, those white bars are price action. If I draw a white line on this chart, then guess what? The homies in Miami are going to be happy. Hopefully he's here today. Had to reboot another computer. It's gonna suck. Oh, let's see anything else. Oh yeah, yellow. If I use yellow, that's probably going to be directional stuff. It's going to be my markup, and it's going to be my opinion. All of this is my opinion. None of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Do not do what I do. This is all for entertainment purposes only. See how I snuck that disclaimer in? All I ask in return for this content is you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Okay, we got all the BS out of the way, all the stuff that's really going to help us small content creators out with that YouTube algorithm. It's super important that you hit the like button. Okay. If you're new to trading and you're interested in learning strategy, if you're interested in learning support and resistance, potentially, sorry, I didn't mean to bang my boom. I just did though. Support resistance, trend lines, exponential moving averages, simple moving averages, Fibonacci, right? All these things that we will go over. I like to use TrendSpider and TradingView as well as Thinkorswim, and I've got a billion different brokers. Okay, so what is this? Don't know what that means, but I guess we're gonna figure that out. Okay. All right. Morning, Chevy. Hey, Zoom, Saba. I like those two. We're gonna get those. We'll put those on the list. Yeah. Let me just throw up a list here real quick. I want to kind of blow through these ones that I was looking at overnight and put some work into these. So we'll look at Zoom. Zoom's actually being kind of a pain in the butt. It is not doing its job. It's over in the corner smoking crack or something, but it is not following it through with the divergence size it's supposed to. All right, so we're going to start off here. Okay, It's funny, I was watching the opening season of the NFL football last night, and I'm part of a chat group, and a SoFi commercial came on at the exact same time. A member of that chat group threw up some information about SoFi and that it looks really good from a technical standpoint. I have to agree. From a chart perspective, candlestick pattern, this is a pretty decent pattern here. Gap up, pull down, fill the gap, making a recovery play, looking at a small Wu-Tang pattern reversal. If you don't know what the Wu is, you've got to be educated. It's one of my favorite patterns, probably the most successful that there is. And all right, let's see. I need to get over here. I'm just really trying to do a little bit of multitasking. And I'm really trying not to bang my boom every time we do it. Okay. All right. So SoFi, I don't like. There's a mosquito, and they have been loving me lately. I apologize about that. I probably looked a little weird. All right. So I don't like looking 30 days back on blocks, usually about 13 to 14. Okay. And let's grab this guy, paste it in here. All right. Okay. So SoFi from a technical standpoint, the algo is not making higher highs and higher lows. So it's gradually selling off, but it looks as if though it may have found a bottom and reversal. It's really hard to see, but we came down and we hit bottom. So this is a double bottom where the bottom made a higher low. It's starting to make a higher high. So we may be a little early on it, but yes. All right. So we may be a little early on it. Let me mark some of this stuff up here and we'll get it going. Okay. All right. Keep an eye on the screen. If you guys see a mosquito running through, let me know. I've been bait for them for the last couple of days. I live in Arizona. We've got a lot of rain lately, and it's made it just miserable. All right. So, drive me nuts. All right, as far as the algo is concerned, it has been, I'm looking at this as a possible double bottom reversal, right? Maybe super early, but I like the way it's moving. As far as from price action perspective, look at this. We've got nice strong uptrend, right? Falling wedge breakout, potential 1, 2, 3 reversal. Yep, all those things we like to see. And apologize. All those things that we like to see as far as from a technical standpoint. Okay. Looking at it on the old chart piece, right? Looking at SoFi as we go. So it's done its job as far as reversing goes. So double bottom reversal, looking at a 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern. It is currently in a pretty decent position. It's got, so far it's checking all the boxes that I like to see, right? We, on the daily, look at this W pattern. Want W, pullback, next rip. That's what I'm looking to see. I'm looking for this slingshot squeeze over here on the daily, right? I'm looking for that histogram to turn positive as this squeeze releases on the daily. That can give us a greater than expected move. Why that's important is market makers cannot factor that squeeze release into their pricing. So it's a little bit of an advantage for us. Okay. We've got pullback to move, looking to take out 127, 141, and then obviously the 1618, which is 2.5 ATR coming in at 1675 is going to be my target. Moving it down to the 12-minute chart, which is probably my new favorite. We've got a squeeze that's just been consolidating. RSI is neutral. MACD is consolidating as well. However, we've got stacked positive moving averages. 821.34 exponential. The 50 is on top of the 200 simple moving average. Those are our directional SMAs, and we have a nice VWAP down here at 1468. Okay. Targets, let's see. We've got, looks like we did a double top right there. That's going to be our supply zone. Obviously, we like to target supply zones first because those seem to, well, let's just ish there. I'm going to throw a fib retracement from this high to this low. Shows that we pulled back, ripped, pulled back, had some struggle. Now we're in a new uptrend. We broke through the 618, confirmed it, backtest confirmed it as support, and we should easily go up and start taking out these previous highs. First target 16, second target 1640, final target 1674. That lines up well with our daily Fibonacci retracement from high to low. Okay, we've got some good symmetry happening here and don't want to rock the boat when that happens. Okay, so SoFi is going to be on our list as far as targets go. Oh, let's see. So if I looking to get to 1675, and you can do that with commons or with Morning Johnny. I thought your name was Johnny Walker. I was like, yeah, let's go. Oh goodness, funny. All right, still trying to log in over here and get this other machine set up. Moving on. All right, that was SoFi. X is another one that might be a little reversal pattern. We might be a little bit early. Feel like we might be a titch early on these, but these look pretty decent, and I trust the analysts that recommended them to us. We're in part of I got a private chat group going on with people that I trust. As far as the algo is concerned, looks like it's made a little bit of a 1, 2, 3 reversal. The key is the algo breaking above this wedge. Okay, if that can happen, it can continue to pull price action up with it and break price action out of this wedge that it's formed. Okay, we have regular block trades and dark pool levels. Dark pool, regular block trades act as pivot points. They provide support, then they provide resistance until they become support, right? So if this chart will draw, we've got a regular block trade at 25.65, right? Followed by some targets here, 26.28. Looking at previous lows, there we go. That 26.63 seems to be good. Obviously, we want to target the most upper resistance coming in at 27.20. So there's going to be a little bit of consolidation on its way back up. We do have a dark pool as support / resistance. So 25.86 is the dark pool resistance that it appears we may have broke through on yesterday. So I'd like to break through that, make a new high, back test, and continue to move to the upside, right? That will confirm reversal of direction for me, okay? As far as X goes on the old chart piece, let's see what we got here. Well, that loads. I'm going to get logged into my other area here. All right, so X, very similar. We rallied to 3 ATR, reverted to the mean, failed support, pulled back to the 50 SMA on the daily. We were a little early. I'd like this squeeze to slingshot a little bit more and start decreasing. I'd like the MACD to curl over and start become neutral but increasing. Right, we did form a nice little blue teardrop. I don't want to get too into that. I don't fully understand it yet, so I don't want to misspeak on it. But we did pull back to the 50 SMA on the daily. We have a nice Fibonacci retracement that we can use as a target. So we pulled back to the 50% retracement, found support there as confirmed by 2 closes above the 50 SMA. We're looking for a reversion to the mean at 27.50. We do have point of control at 27. So that 27.50 area is a nice target. As far as the 12-minute chart goes, let's see what we got here. We had a MACD crossover overnight. We're a little oversold on the RSI. We had a squeeze release, which caused that explosive move that pushed us up above the 50 SMA. So as far as stacking factors, right, we have 821.34 exponential moving average. We have the 50 or the 250 getting ready to cross over. That's always bullish. Looks like we've got a little bit of a cup and handle that's formed here. Right, these are all bullish indications. We do have a supply zone that's going to be a little bit of a resistance. Obviously, there's some targets that are set there. What is up with this? Right, it's pretty small supply zone. I'm looking for a rejection off of that 2625 area, a pullback and continued rip through the day. I don't know the ATR on it, but we do have some resistance on the way up. So like I said, ultimate goal will be 2750. And this is what that looks like on the 12-minute chart. So right there. So we're going to target basically that area, right? We're also going to need to be aware of any previous lows and previous highs that can provide supply zones, right? We got one. Just come on, get on the candle. We got one there that's pretty significant, so just be careful on the way up. Okay, moving on. Next one is AMGN. Now, this is a little different than these previous two. I'm not super bullish on this. I really want this algo to curl around, and that would give us an indication of a move to the upside. Contrarian, or we did form a double bottom, right? So if that holds and the algo curls up, then I think we can target some of these regular and dark pool levels. If this double bottom on the price action breaks, then we'll have to revisit it next week. Okay, we have a regular block trade at 222.22. No manipulation there. 222.22. All right, we have a dark pool level coming in at 222.78. That's going to be the targets, right? If we get a confirmed reversal. So we're going to keep an eye on AMGN going into the day. Yeah, this isn't, I mean, this could be the reversal, right? However, it's super heavy, right? We are trading at negative 2 ATRs. We want to revert to the mean, which is at 225. So that's going to be the target initially, 225. I don't like this MACD crossover. It looks like it's going to continue to pull us down. So yeah. In that we're so far away from the mean, and it's natural for stocks to revert to the mean. I like 225. I'll keep an eye on price action. Let's see, overnight, we're trying to make a move to the upside. However, we have negatively stacked moving averages and VWAP at 215.83. So if we take out this previous lows, 215.50, here, I don't even know if this is a supply or a demand zone. Basically, 215.50 would be my signal to go short. If we break down below that, if we can get up and above this micro supply zone, right, that would put us above the 50 SMA. Begin to start filling the gap. We could start targeting. So basically, a break above 218, and then I like the move back up. As we're moving up, we're taking out, we're taking out some different zones. This 200 SMA. All right, let's see where VWAP is. All right, so we have point of control at 224. Right. Point of control is at 224, which is here. $224.40. Basically, this nice little line right there. That's going to be the target, 224.40. Okay. We're going to get smacked over the head at 222. We're going to have resistance at 220. We need to break above 218. So it's got a long journey ahead of it, but it can move, and it's got the opportunity. It has got potential to move that way. Okay. AMD, Apple. Yes, I will get those. I think I've already got those on my list. All right. Next one is Etsy Bay. So look at this massive consolidation, right? We are kind of range bound when, it's just under slowly making higher highs and higher lows, right? We have a dark pool level at 219.75. That's going to be our initial target, right? The Algo is consolidating. It's, as long as we're continuing to make higher lows and higher highs, I think Etsy is a good play up and down. You can get this one both ways. So current uptrend, kind of a little rising wedge to targeting dark pool level at 219.75. Right, I haven't seen what it's done overnight. The algo is simply consolidating, right? It can continue to move upwards. And as long as that algo doesn't break out of its little channel, I think Etsy up and down is a good play. And what I mean by up and down is that you can play it you can play it as it's running and you can play as it's pulling back, right? It looks like it gives you at least 1 or 2 opportunities a day, right? So you could have played the recovery, pullback. I haven't traded it very much, but it looks pretty decent. I know lots of people that have been trading it pretty consistently. As far as I am concerned, let's see. From a technical standpoint, it's trading at 1.5 ATR, which isn't too far out. Looks like it's maintaining its higher lows and higher highs. It's forming a bull flag. It's very subtle, and it's hard to see with these teardrop candles, right? But there is a bull flag being formed there. Okay. And pennant, right? So we do want to revert to the mean, right? We want to come back to this 204, right? Or we can continue to consolidate and have the mean rise up and meet us. Trend is bullish, right? 50 is on top of the 200 directional SMA. We've got that good crossover happening. We do have a little bit of an issue here with the 50 being below the 200 on the 12-minute chart. So stack positive moving averages 821.34. 34 is about to cross the 200. RSI is positive and increasing, looking for a MACD crossover on the 12-minute. Also looking for this squeeze to release. Once this 50 crosses the 200, we can anticipate exponential growth. See what happened here the last time it did it? It rocketed, right? We did good. So 50 and 200 are important. As far as Etsy overnight goes, let's see. I got to draw a fib. So we'll go from fib from high to low, right? We pulled back to the 50% retracement and we're on our way up to take out previous highs. So we've got, I don't want to try to get into it as it takes out yesterday's close or yesterday's high. Because that may suck all the juice out of our move. Oh, what happened? Something quit on me. What was it? Oh, toss. That's awesome to see. You rotten POS. Did y'all see toss just die on me? That was horrible. All right. Is it gonna be one of those days? It's gonna be one of. This is why you should always have an extra broker. Okay, always have that extra broker on hand. Okay, so 1 second here. I apologize about that. Oh, what did I do? Oops. Whoopsie. Sorry, stream. Please forgive. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, whoops is right. All right, let's go back to our scanners. All right, so the other ones I'm looking at are Johnson & Johnson, Roku, AMG. Is that on there twice? Yeah, derp. All right, so Johnson & Johnson, Roku. We're going to do Zoom, and Sava. I like Sava. I think I messed up by not getting into it yesterday. Okay. All right, so Roku, get out of your wedge or get out of your channel. All right, so Johnson & Johnson, while it looked good earlier this week, right, where it was following price action, we do have some bearish divergence this is played out. This is newly formed. If the algo can curl up and continue to move to the upside, I like Johnson & Johnson long as soon as it finds and confirms a bottom. Okay, so with that being said, let me just, like I said, I don't like looking at 30 days with a dark pool or regular block trade data because I don't believe it's valid after about 14. Roblox, come on, baby. It's going to be a gorgeous day for Roblox. Okay. As far as the algo is concerned, we had nice bullish divergence, right? That has turned into bearish divergence, and micro divergences have played out, meaning the divergence from here to here has played out. What I'm looking for is I need this algorithm to maintain its uptrend, right? It's in a channel, and it's okay to be in a channel as long as it doesn't break that channel to the downside. I don't know if I'm super early on this as a reversal pattern. Could have got head faked here. I'm looking for confirmation. Going to target the most recent regular block trade at 171.19, right? A break through that pullback and continuation will be a trend reversal. Bearish divergence played out. So I'm not super thrilled on Johnson & Johnson. I need to give it some time. I want it to set up a little bit. As I say that, it's probably ripped overnight just because that's my luck and that's the way things have a tendency of working out. All right, where is my chat feature? There we go. Wish I could pin the chat someplace. All right. Yeah, so it's not doing its job. I'm not super impressed with Johnson & Johnson right now. Looks like it's making higher lows and higher highs. I need confirmation. I need a close above the 50 on the 6-minute or the 12-minute chart. Then there's obviously, you could play the $2 move or whatnot. Just not super thrilled on it, right? Biden wants to reduce drug costs. Yeah. I thought he mentioned, I thought I read that he wants to put a cap on Medicaid drug costs. I think there's a difference there. Okay, moving on. All right, looking at Roku. All right, so Roku's been a disappointment. It's got a lot of bad news from Amazon coming out. Amazon's starting to pump its Fire TVs. Roku, it could be bad. All right, yeah, okay. So I'm looking at the chart in front of me. As far as the algo is concerned, this is what I see. Okay, the algo was in a falling channel, right? That it was respecting, right? Long-term falling channel. I could probably mark that up a little bit. It ripped above it, right? Back tested it, and now it's trying to make a move to the upside. So this is a bullish consolidating algorithm. Okay. Price action is starting to follow it, but price action has its own overhead resistance, right? Like I said, I might be super early on this again. All right, see that demand zone that it's just struggled with for quite a while. So we're doing good on time. We're just consolidating at 1 ATR, right? Letting the 21 EMA come down and meet price action instead of rising to meet it. Lower low, lower high. And like I said, could be super early, could be getting head faked, right? So as far as Etsy's concerned, nice gap up overnight. We took out yesterday's high. Just be aware we have that 345 demand zone that is overhead resistance. It's also a price target, right? Nice psychological number, nice round number. Lots of, there's just lots of BS. It's 345. It's either going to hit it, reject it, or it's going to rip through it, back test it, and rip to 350, 355, right? Today will be the decision day. I'm going to check in on Roku at the end of the day to see about getting into a play for next week. Okay. It'd probably be something like selling the 340, 335 put credit spread, or yeah. So, and we've got a daily slingshot squeeze is getting ready to release. Lots of consolidation on the daily MACD, looking for a crossover, a little bit oversold, right? Gonna keep an eye on the RSI, keep an eye on our MACDs. So that is Broku. Okay. What? Let's go here. All right. What was the next one on our list? Sava. All right. So as far as Sava's concerned, lots of bad news. I like Sava to the long side. Unfortunately, here's my affair with Sava. When it was trading at $4 a share, and it ripped to 8 off of some beer bug news, I had a pretty hefty investment in it. I followed my trade rules. I got out at 75% profit, and since then it went to hundreds of dollars. Okay. Sometimes trade rules are good. Sometimes they kick you in the butt, but more importantly, they keep you safe. Okay. As far as Sava is concerned, we have a regular. Hold on a second. Or how far back are we looking? Yeah. So we have a regular block trade. That's going to be our target. As soon as we break that and back test confirming that as support, that 53.13 is pretty attractive. Looking to get to 53.13. Couldn't get over 50 yesterday, right? So I think there's a lot of manipulation happening. As far as the algo is concerned, it is still in a downtrend, right? See how it's still downtrending while price actions is going up. Really need that algo to take out, right? It needs to get above its previous highs and continue to move to the upside. I believe when this happens, this break will occur, and then we can start taking out some of these previous highs, right? And then trying to fill gaps, right? So really all eyes are going to be on this little interaction there and interaction there. Okay. All right. Next request. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, we got some new people. All right. Thundercat, Johnny, JK, Dash, Facebook. Yes, hit the like. All right. Johnny, did you have a request? Apple and AMD. Got you. All right. So we've got requests for AMD, Apple, Dash, Facebook. Any on Facebook. All right, so this is a buying opportunity setting up on it, and I'll explain it to you in a minute. Okay, we're doing good on time. All right, AMD. So AMD has been like, man, it's like it had so much potential. It had all the potential, right? It's doing great, doing great, doing great. Got a little bit of head and shoulders here, short below the neckline. Is this a reversal? Could be. The algo's flat, which means it's consolidating. It's not necessarily selling off as much as it used to be. All right. What I would look for is for this algo to give us signs of life to the upside, looking for any sort of a curling up that it can occur. As far as price, we have, looks like price action's doing a pretty decent job of trying to make higher lows and higher highs. We have a regular block trade that smacked us in the head. Hold on. Shouldn't have done that. All right, so all right, so rising wedge, that's bullish. It is very bullish. We have a regular block trade coming in at 106.61. That's resistance. If we can break above that and come and back test this downward trend line, this regular block trade level, I think that can confirm a reversal. We have double regular block trades at 108.88. We have a dark pool level at 109.32. right? Those are going to be my initial targets. Okay. If we can confirm, then we'll go back in and look at some of these other ones that started, from the first, but the 3 levels that I drew are the most recent block trades and dark pool levels that I believe are affecting the stock currently. So AMD, let's check it out, seeing what it's doing in pre-market. It's going to make a fool out of me, and it's probably ripping, right? Yeah, gapped up, of course. So we are in this Fibonacci channel here. We're trying to revert to the mean on the daily. We have that slingshot squeeze that's getting ready. Well, it fired to the wrong side. We'll see if we can get it to, double bottom. Reversion to the mean is at 108. Point of control is at 108, right? I drew these levels here previously. All right. VWAP is right at 110. There's a lot of symmetry at 110, right? So 110 is a target. I like this move over in pre-market, okay? So we are making higher highs and higher lows, right? Like I said, we've got a nice uptrend started. We now have stacked positive moving averages, 821.34. The 50 is rising, the 200 is falling. Once this crossover occurs, the 50-200 crossover, then I can believe the trend is reversed. Okay, I'm looking for at least a move to 108 today. If we can break through 108 and take out this micro supply zone, right, that we have here, taking out that micro supply zone. I don't know if we're going to get there today, but if we do, it's going to be glorious. We have, we've got some pretty whole number 109, 109.50, 110 targets. Okay. We broke through the 200 SMA. We back tested it. It's fighting to close above it. So there's a whole little microcosm of price action wars happening right now. Okay. So just keep an eye on it, right? It is a Friday. This could be a great move next week. Okay. All right. Gap fill to 90. Gap fill to 90 on what? Roblox? Ooh. Roblox, I got a 1272 at 8711. It broke to 8720. Rejected off that. Currently, it's bouncing off the 4-hour Cutler channel top, so it looks good. There will be a lot of profit taking at the open, but I like 90 for Roblox. Who brought that up? Nick. All right, yeah. Snuck in there, didn't he? All right, next one that we're looking at is Apple. So Apple, do you see this pattern that's formed? Apple's formed a head and shoulders. Just looking at this, I'll mark this up for us so we can easily see it. Right, and right, there we go. Hold up. Basically something like that. Okay. With the algo selling off on Apple. Oh, Apple moves the market too. So, all right. So the algo, algo is trading with price action, but it's bearish. Okay. This is net selling. We have, I got to move this down a little bit. I think really the last 9 days are going to be important as far as regular block trades go. Okay. We have double regular block trades at 153.88. That's going to be our next level for support. Come on, draw the dang thing. Right, 153.88. We have a white line. Lazaro, there you go. White lines, buddy. Hooked it up, homie. There you go. Got a white line at 153.24, 153.25. I believe that's going to be major level. If we break below that, we have a dark bull level as our final line of defense before I believe we have a pretty solid pullback at 152.88. Just made the American flag there. Okay, so yeah, the algo, it's kind of in no man's land right now, to be honest with you. I would look for the algo to continue to pull price action down if any of these levels break. So the key levels are 153.88, 153.50, 153.24 is probably the most important one. 153.25. Okay. As far as Apple's concerned, watch it make a fool of me too. Yeah, gap up. Of course you do. All right, so we're trading at 1.5 ATR. The trend is bullish, right? We're a little extended here. We're below the 200 SMA on the daily. This looks like a head and shoulders beginning to form, so careful, right? Be very careful there. 821.34.50, those are stacked positive, right? But they're decreasing, right? So currently Apple's using, it broke through the 34. It's trying to, it may gap fade down to VWAP at 154.21. What did I say? Was it 153.88? 153.24. So that's down in here, right? What do we got here? So VWAP is 151, rising 21 EMA, right? It's like 152. Yeah, so Apple is, I don't know, it doesn't, as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't play it. It looks like it needs to make some decisions here. I'd be interested when that 50 crosses that 200 on the 15-minute chart, right? We did pull back to the 34 EMA. We're trying to make a move, but yeah, it's got some overhead resistance. Overhead resistance here. Right at this 200 SMA. WTF. You guys see that? My stuff's broken. My stuff's broken. Don't know what's going on with the trend spider, but right, that's resistance. I think there's better opportunities out there. Personal opinion. All right, I have time for a couple more. So get out of calls, right? So they open. All right. I cannot provide financial advice. I don't know what you're in. I don't know what your risk tolerance is. Let's see. Let me see here. I mean, it looks like, I mean, it's got overhead resistance, right? The algo's pulling it down. You know, we've got a gap that needs to be filled. I would hate to say that it's gonna fail and then it rips. So I don't want to call anything out specifically. I just know that it looks like it's confused right now and it needs to make up its mind, right? Does it want to gap and run? Does it want to fade off? Does it want to, 155? What's significant about this 155.08, 155.16 level? Like there's a lot of resistance there. 155.15 seems to be pretty significant resistance all the way down to 155.10. Like, I don't know. There's just, the 34 is holding. It couldn't close above, right? So it faded to the 34 EMA. It rallied to the 8. If we can get above it, it might rally to 155 to this 200 SMA and then fade off. But I don't believe Apple can gap and run unless it has some news coming out. Okay. All right. A couple more and then I got to run. So you have the 155 and 160 calls for today. Are they for today? 155, let's see. Whoa, whoa. Oh, get back over here. Yeah, that's a tough one. So if they pin Apple at 155, right, then they don't have to pay out 16,000 puts or 64,000 calls. They may pin it at 155. Or potentially, or 152.50 if they pin it there. And yeah, 155, I think they may pin it at. Okay, I got time for just a couple more. All right, let's check it out. All right, so like I don't have my 8 exponential moving average up here. It may pull back to the 21. Let's see this little doji right here. Doji can't. The doji. That may be a pullback for the continuation move to the upside. MACD is negative, RSI is negative and decreasing. The 5-minute chart shows us, let's check it out from a Keltner channel perspective. Right. Ran into the 15, pulled back, closed below the 34. It may need to, and it's below the 15-minute Keltner channel, below the 21. It's either going to pop and go to 155, 155.10, right? Like I said, this is a weird little level for it. I've got the 4-hour mid at 155.22. So you're going to either rally to 155.22 or you're going to fade to 154.65-ish. It looks like every time it's ran into this bottom Keltner channel, it's reacted off of it. So either pull back to here and then move up, right? Or we rally up to here and then pull back. Got a 5, 10, 15-minute high compression squeeze, but we're below our moving averages. So more than likely to fire to the downside. So 15-minute doji on trendline support. 5th wave to the downside played out. Next wave would be 1, 2, 3. Apple to intends to significantly up its output of new TV shows. That's bullish. Apple TV expands children's lineup to include Yo Gabba Gabba. That's bullish. Vimeo and Dolby to bring premier quality video experience to Apple users. Bullish. I mean, dude, it's Friday and me and Apple don't have a good luck on Friday. I don't know. I don't like this chart pattern, right? I do like some of the other stuff that I'm seeing on it though. Like, you know, support at the 15-minute Keltner channel bottom, rising trendline support, bullish MACD divergence, right? Just completed a 5th wave of its Elliott wave. Doji on the 15-minute, looking at a Bollinger Band signal line crossover. MACD histogram is about to turn positive. We got a little bit of bullish momentum on our super trend, right? Nice pullback to, trendline support. Green 10x bars, those are bullish. Breach the monthly and the weekly Keltner channel, right? 2-day squeeze should fire off to the upside, right? Got negative signal lines, decreasing RSI, like the 4 hours neutral, right? The 5-minute is like, I think we're in the daily cloud right here. 4-hour top or 4-hour mid. Like, is this just a long-term bull flag? Or is it a rising channel? Like, this is consolidation. It's getting ready to make a move. Just, does it have least resistance to the downside, or does it have least resistance to the upside? So I'll keep an eye on it with you. I mean, shit, I might even trade this today. We'll figure something out. Sorry, I'm not, this is confusion to me, right? This is not clear upward direction. This is not like, oh, hey, shit. Roblox just formed a head and shoulders on the 1 minute chart. Okay. Yeah, it's a tough one, man. Would I ever be down to live stream the open? Sure, why not? Let's do it today. What the hell? Maybe. All right, let me think about that for a minute. So I live in Arizona, and my kids usually get up, start getting ready for school at the open. And sometimes they're not the most cheerful people in the morning. So if I can figure out a way to set up a stream deck or a sound deck or something to smack a mute button on here, then maybe we can figure something out. All right. What do we got here? What we got going on here with these ones? Oh, Zscaler had earnings. They beat on earnings. This is Zscaler's gonna be bullish to 300 today. Root, man, look at this. I suck so bad. I've sold out right here at 637. Affirm, another one. Gap, run. Oh shit, Dave and Buster's, and shit, they gapped up and they're running. So ZS, Dave and Buster's, Affirm, and Root are all running. I've got, you know what? I'll stream the open next week. Let me get my family situation figured out, Lazaro. Hi, Raggy. How are you? Yeah, I'll stream the open next week. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll stream it next week. I gotta run. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. It's been a pleasure being with you this morning. Let's definitely get something streaming next week for the open. Maybe I'll look at it over the weekend and see what I need to do. Okay. Have a good one. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section below. And all I ask for this information is please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share it with your friends, family, and loved ones. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. I will be doing my weekly end watch lists. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? Yeah. Hey, you know what? Tell you what. Leave a comment.